Ladies and gents, I appreciate y'all coming out for the newest episode of the EaZy Review. We'll be going over the newest episode of Power. Before we get into that though, I need y'all to leave a like, I need y'all to leave a comment, and I need y'all to subscribe. With that being said, let's get straight into it, man. So the episode starts off, and I like the graphic that they use. It's kind of like Tariq was looking around, and you could just kind of see the money that he's making from each person's orders. I thought that was, kind of cool. It's just to pretty much show you that business is booming. Like the idea that they came up for the coffee shit actually works. So, that was real quick little start off scene just to show you that the idea is doing what they needed to do. So next we get Detective Whitman. This nigga is on Monet's bumper. He didn't approach them with the whole family. It's Deanna, Lorenzo, Drew, Kane, and Monet. And he pressing her out then. And to me, this scene was interesting, not even because of Detective Whitman. Fuck Detective Whitman, even though he's wildin'. Monet has to be the worst mom ever, bro. Like, how you fully supported Zeke going to hoop in his college dreams, right? But you mad at your daughter because she wanted to go to college and not be a part of this shit every day. Like, that's just horrible mothering skills, bro. Terrible, 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. So they had that little meeting and they're talking about different, whatever they plan on doing, whatever. And I just wanted to get to this one specific part. Kane kind of lost his mind on this one. That nigga told Monet, he said, nah, we ain't doing that. Monet looked like, who the fuck is this nigga talking to? She looked at Lorenzo, and Lorenzo, of course, his hands tied behind his back. He still can't even really say shit. You know what I'm saying? He kind of just got to go along with whatever Kane's saying. But Kane has officially lost his fucking mind. Let's just say that. So we get to Sax and his pimp. I guess she took him out to eat. And my question is, Sax snoops so fucking much, and he does not get caught. Like, how bold do you have to be? She's still in the restaurant. She took a phone call, but she's still in the restaurant. Like, she's still within line of sight. Her other phone start ringing. He picks the phone up out her purse and takes a picture of it on his phone. Like, he's always getting away with like the shadiest of shit. Like she could have just turned around and he was caught. Whatever. Like I said, Sax time been overdue, but fuck it. So then we get to the scene. My young nigga Reek finally pulling up on some shit. He no longer a man with a BMW. He's no longer the BMW man. He's no longer the black man walking. But boy, how you go from no whip to Porsche on them? That's hard. Big step up in the game. You feel me? You went from no whip at all. Like usually niggas start with like Corolla or like I started off with a Malibu, 2009 Malibu. You feel me? Usually you work your way up. He went from walking to Porsche, so. I know that nigga insurance is crazy. I know his insurance bill is not light. I don't. Does Kane like Effie or something? Why does their interactions feel so like emotional and like something's there? Am I tripping or do y'all see that too? It just feels like it's a little something extra on top. You feel what I'm saying? I can't be the only person that's feeling like that awkward tension and every time they have that dialogue. Like, I don't know, something's just not right there. I'm interested to see how that keeps playing out, but it just some off with that situation. So they had that conversation, that weird ass conversation, and they walk inside like the little warehouse or whatever, and it's Braden, it's Tariq, and obviously it's Drew, Kane, and Effie. And of course, the Wakandian warriors with the strength of the Black Panther was there as well. So they talking to him, and the funniest part was he was like, I am aware of how a wire transfer works. Like they just be making me laugh, bro. Like all of a sudden these African top dog niggas just come and running shit. Like it's just so out of the blue to me. But they end up leaving them with some guns that they have to move. And that's pretty much the main problem of this episode, for the Tejadas at least, because Kane said they gonna handle that shit while Tariq them handle the stuff on Pussy Street, he means Wall Street. 0 out of 10 jokes. Usually his shit was pretty cool. Usually his jokes are pretty good. Not a good one though. That wasn't a good one. But anyways, the Tejadas have to focus on moving the guns, and you know what Tariq and them already. You know what their job is. So then we get to Tariq's one class that he takes. He's gonna get his degree, I'm sure, in psychology, because the nigga don't take no other class. So and I like what they did in this. They did like a drill or like played like a little game, and it just kind of shows you how different people have different start points in life. So like for this person to make it there, you didn't have to go through as much as this person that was way back here. You know what I mean? The only thing I didn't like about that scene was they was acting like by the time you got to that point in your life, like you, and especially at the Ivy League school that they're at, especially the black people, you're fully aware. Like this is not a new coming to age topic or realization. Like you already knew this. You know what I'm saying? And it was just funny because in the scene they caught an attitude like this was their first time ever noticing that. You know, so I mean, obviously I know it's for the show, but nonetheless though, the message of it was really good, and I mean, shit is really accurate. So that's that. And I don't know if it's the whole situation with Lauren or what, but to me, something's off with Effie. Like, I know she wants to tell Tariq the truth, but is that it? Like, is that the only thing that's bothering her, or is she like kind of being done with this shit? I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, she clearly states that she wants to get out. You know, this is only a means to an end for her, but it looks as if like she is really starting to tilt emotionally. Another plot point that I'm interested to see how that develops, because she at first was supposed to be like this. She was like this tough chick, you know what I mean? And you just starting to see her, that's starting to kind of like fall apart in front of our eyes. So interested to see how she ends up turning out and what ends up happening with her in general. Diana is being forced into a life that she has no interest in. You know what I mean? And it scares me because she has consistently said that she's really trying to kind of be away from this part of that. She's like, I don't really want to do this. And they keep forcing her to do this, and they keep forcing her to do that, and they keep forcing her to do that. And I think I've said this before. She's a character that I can see them fucking us up with. Like her end up getting caught up, having to go to jail, or her getting shot or killed or anything. You know what I mean? Because she keeps unwillingly getting put in situations. And to me, whenever that type of stuff ends up happening in shows, something usually ends up happening to that person. So I'm thinking that something's gonna end up happening to D. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping, but I think something's gonna end up happening there. So Tariq is in this business meeting with RSJ, which is the black guy, and then Uncle Weston. I don't remember bruh's name, but Braden's uncle. And Braden's uncle whole approach just made as a black person, I can definitely understand if I was in that position, like, bro, I'm not trying to do business with you. Like everything you just said, the shit just completely rubbed me the wrong way, right? And then of course, once the shit goes wrong, which was your fault, by the way, now my internship is on the line because you botched this shit. You know what I mean? So now I have to figure out how to get this billionaire to invest with you, basically. In my internship, I'm not even getting paid for this shit. This is my internship. You feel me? But, you know, just another case of, you know, hierarchy of power and, you know, color and them type of issues. Bring back up D one more time, because now we have Monet, and to be honest with you, they just be manipulating that poor girl, man. They just be manipulating her. I didn't really feel like that conversation really justified the way you treated her, the way she treated her, and like really kind of like blaming Zeke's death on her and stuff like that. Like the Monet's response to that shit, it didn't feel genuine enough to me. And to me, they just be manipulating Diana to do the shit that they need her to do, while not really showing her the love that she deserves. You know what I mean? So fuck Monet, man. Hell. So Reek goes to Tate, and he's trying to get the drop on RSJ, right? He needs some dirt to try to force him to sign or whatever, or not sign, but to invest. And Tate's like, hey, bro, I don't have no information for you. Like this brother's A+ board of inspection clean. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing on him. But I wanted to bring up this scene just because Tate is funny as hell, bro. Like, I don't know if he be purposely trying to be funny or is he trying to be the asshole character, but his character be having me crying, laughing, bro. Cause this man talking about some, I don't know shit. Then Tariq asked him a question. He said, I don't know shit. I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? And what did he say? What did Tariq say? I've never heard of that. And nigga's like, yeah, but you heard of Bitcoin, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Send my bread. Send my bread, $5,000 a week. Tate just be making me laugh. That scene was just funny. I know I probably didn't like reiterate that scene well to make y'all laugh the way that shit made me laugh, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. So just in case we needed any clarification, Sax is the CI. That was clearly stated in this episode. So Effie's out the window, not her, for sure. So we get to the scene with Lauren and Sax Pimp. And Lauren pretty much starts spilling the beans when she see that picture of Effie and Tariq together. Like, it was like when she seen that, that's when she really started talking. You feel me? And I kind of feel bad because I think she has like a wrong impression of Tariq. Like, Tariq really didn't want, like, Tariq still is like in the blind on this shit. You know what I mean? So I feel bad for him because now he's catching like a stray for some shit he really don't deserve. You feel me? So then we get another scene with Kane, and Kane is tripping. Like, Kane tripping. Like, he looked that nigga in his eye and called his ass Lorenzo. He's talking to his dad, like, not dad. He looked him in his eye and called his ass Lorenzo. Like, Lorenzo, who the fuck you? Like Lorenzo, we not doing that shit you talking about. You feel me? And that's Kane on 10 million trillion. It remind me of that episode, when Ghost dies in the original Power. Like, you know how Ghost just popped it on everybody he seen that day? Like, he was extremely asshole to everybody he seen that day until the end of the episode. That's how I feel like Kane was this episode. Kane was an asshole about everything up until the very end, but we're gonna get to that part. Now, this was the roughest scene of the episode for me. That Applejacks nigga kissing my girl Diana, man. In the bed. Shit was rough, man. Shit was rough. Like, I don't even really have nothing to say about that scene other than I just need to address how rough it was for me. And they threw that scene in there as a throw off because bruh said maybe it's time to cut ties for your family, which leads to this next scene. So the next scene, we get Diana and she's talking to Detective Whitman because obviously we know that Monet wanted Diana to talk to Detective Whitman as like an alibi, right? So when we get there, it turns into this, I want my mom to get caught and da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh shit. You feel me? Like, swear we gonna snitch on moms like that. But then I'm like, I really can't blame you because they really finna fuck your life up. You feel me? But I'm like, damn, didn't see that coming. You feel me? That shit shocked me. But that won't be the end of that. We're gonna get back to that. So then we get to the next scene where, you know, it's Lorenzo, Kane, Drew, all of them. And long story short, Kane cuts Drew out of his own deal. Like I said, Kane been on one this whole time. Kane cuts Drew out of his own deal. Drew like, bro, what the fuck? You feel me? But he look at his pops like, and his pops ain't got no choice but to be like, yeah, man, we're gonna have to ride like this right now. Drew's looking like, all right, I guess. But see, the people that they're about to go meet up with at this drop, they're racist. So instead of them going, they have to use Brayden. They have to use a white person, essentially, for the drop. So Brayden gets there, and you know, they have to move the guns. They have to move the guns that the Wakandan warriors gave them at the beginning. So Brayden gets there, you know, they ask him Brayden all these questions. Brayden like, fuck you, basically. Long story short. But the white folks didn't really trust it. Took a picture of Brayden, then took a picture of Lorenzo, and Lorenzo and Kane were like at this motel inside of this room. And, you know, they have the money in there, and Lorenzo just says we feel like sitting ducks in here, like we need to get the hell on. And sure enough, a few seconds later, the white folks send an all-out blitz, right? They kill the first two in the room. They're running out trying to escape. bruh is about to blow Kane's entire existence into smithereens. But Lorenzo pushes Kane out the way, and then Drew and them pull up and air it out. They're able to get, they're able to get away. However, the beauty of this scene is Kane finally seems like he's come to his senses in a car because he realized he would have died had Lorenzo not did what he did. You feel me? And you would kind of just see him looking like, oh yeah, maybe I need to chill. You feel me? Like I think he finally got his dose of a chill pill. Hopefully. Ain't no telling with Kane, you'll never know. But I think he finally got his dose of a chill pill. So then we get to Detective Whitman, and he like on this damn secret spy agent shit, right? And breaking into the house like he got shit fucking up the camera. I'm like, God damn, Whitman, this damn show ain't your first time breaking into somebody's house. So I'm thinking like, okay, he's wilding. And then he looks and he's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, and then it's Diana and they done set this stupid ass nigga up, man. And I was like, oh, like that I ain't lie, he caught me off guard because I thought D really flipped on her mama like that. You feel me? So she called the police saying somebody broke into my house. I'm like, oh, this nigga's fucked. And then Monet hit the corner. What Monet say? Let me check my notes and tell y'all exactly what she said. Tell that bitch Carrie I said what up. I was like, oh yeah, she on 10. Then she smoke him. And D like, whoa, what the fuck? You said we was sending his ass to jail. Like you ain't say we gonna kill this man. You feel me? Like just another example of how they don't be doing my girl Deanna right, man. I know I say her name differently. I don't know whether it's Diana, Deanna, or D, or Di, whatever the hell her name is. But they don't be doing her right? So the police get there, they're listening to the stories or whatever, and then Davis gets there and he has this file from Monet that he said, I'm gonna give it to you after all this shit's over. So Monet ends up opening the file and she finds out Lorenzo was on the scene when Zeke got killed. He had never said anything. That's how the episode ends. So as soon as Kane on some forgetful shit, Monet about to find out. Or has found out. So there's probably gonna be a lot of shit happening in the next episode. But that's that for this episode of an EaZy Review. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We got a new EaZy 10K episode that should be coming out probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow at the latest. We'll be talking about probably the Andrew Reid situation, the shit that happened in Tennessee with the politicians and, shit like that. So, come check it out. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And, yeah, man. See y'all later.